Okay, well, I thought I'd start doing daily tarot readings. Give it a shot. See what happens. It's just one more piece to my schedule on a daily basis now since I've been here. If you hear bells in the background, it's just the garden chimes. I'm going to work on the glare that's in the background. We'll see what happens there. Might have to build myself a little structure of some kind to block that out. So I used to do tarot readings all the time. At parties, here in my home, for different clients. It was always a lot of fun. So I thought, why not? I'll record a daily tarot reading and see what happens from there. I don't know where I'm going to post this yet. I don't know what's going to happen to it, but maybe once I work out the jitters, I will do some more. Nothing fancy. I probably will take some pictures of the card as well. That's what I used to do too. So just for this first one, I'm going to kind of take a reading on what today might bring. It's kind of the goal. Six of Pentacles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles to me is kind of one of those things of be fair, be good to one another, live and let live, and give if you can. The image on the card is, of course, the Pentacles, and there are six of them. It is a older gentleman holding scales that are balanced with two of the Pentacles, and he is handing out to children some of the extra pentacles that he seems to have. A couple of the pentacles on this card, this is the Hansen, I have to look that up again, which deck this is. Margaret Hansen, I think, is the deck artist. She seems to have, in this one, the pentacles are kind of floating a little bit on his arm. There's a couple of them, which again you will see. I'll take a picture of it and you'll be able to see that. The colors on this card I really love. They're bright and crisp, and I love all of this deck is like that, where all the cards are kind of, there's this nice soft kind of pastel undertone to everything, but they're so crisp and so pretty. He's a very jovial older gentleman who's handing out the pentacles, the coins, to these children. He has a feather in his cap, which to me is very much the you have money, you have means, you have a feather in your cap. The other thing I notice is that on his neck, he's wearing kind of a metallic piece of jewelry, something very blingy, very abundant, and yet in a way it's kind of protecting him too. It's protecting this part of him so that it's almost like he's giving, but he is not going to give everything that he has. He's going to meter it out accordingly. And that's kind of, again, protecting yourself in that. The colors that he's wearing are, other than the feather is green, which is very indicative of the earth and the coin and the fertility symbol. But other than that, he's wearing kind of purples and reds, which to me are very indicative of royalty, wealth. Again, you think the finery of kings is always purple. The finery is, and power is kind of red, bright and vibrant, lively. The children are accepting of these gifts that he is offering. They look a little more tattered and worn. They are looking up to him. Their chins are raised to him in acceptance of these gifts. So it's showing not really that they feel bad about receiving these gifts. It's about being accepting of the gifts that others give you as well. So again, it's twofold. It's give of yourself, but not everything. And also be open to accepting the help of others. Don't be greedy about it, but be open and be okay with it. We all need help sometimes, and sometimes we are the man handing out the coins, and sometimes we're the ones accepting them. And it's okay to just accept those coins sometimes and be cognizant and aware that the people who are giving them to you are giving them and giving of themselves, but also that it makes them feel good, and it should make you feel good as well. So I think that's kind of nice that the children, instead of being like heads bowed and accepting these gifts in humiliation, they're accepting them with gratitude and honor and joy. So that's the way I look at this card, is that on both sides, both parties are happy to be giving to one another. So if you have something to give it to someone. And if you are in need, be open and welcome that, but also be grateful. And I think that's one of the biggest parts of this card, is that it's about the mutual sharing. So the reading that I would really give for today, being that it is the 27th of April, and we are past the new moon, and I probably in future videos will say that in the get-go rather than towards the middle. But what I would say is that this really does speak of where we are right now. It's the end of the month. Those things that you had in abundance, you might be saying, oh, okay, well, I got through the month really great. I think I can offer some things to other people. Also, it's getting to the end of the month, and for some people, you may be feeling like you're not going to make it these next few days unless you get a little bit of help. So reach out. Reach out to each other. Be there for each other. Be open to whatever possibilities are there to share. And that's what this card is about, is the sharing. I kind of want to go into in the next couple minutes with this about what the number 6 kind of denotes as well. Sixes are part of they're one of the magic numbers in the sense of the trilogy. They're 2 times 3, so nines are the abundance of that, are 3 times 3, but the trinity is always going to be a powerful piece. Sixes the in the tarot are kind of a little bit past that halfway point. You've worked through a lot of the troubles and the trials and the tribulations, and maybe just gonna ride some stuff out a little while and enjoy some peace of mind, and again have that abundance to share. So six is also my lucky number. I'm just saying, just putting that out there. And what I really like about these cards is that the title of the card is in 5 different languages. So you have Six Deniers, which is, I believe, in French, and Secha Munsen, which is German, Se di Denari, which I believe is Italian, and Seis de Oros, which is obviously Spanish. So I really enjoy that, being someone who really likes languages and really likes to play with languages. It's kind of fun to have this as something to kind of go, oh, well, that's cool. That's a word I didn't know before in 4 different languages other than English. And I should note that the 5th language that's in Six Pentacles is in English. So, and that's the bold print. So if you're a bit of a language nut like I am, this is kind of a fun deck in that way as well. I will probably be reading from this deck at least until the next new moon, just because it's one of my favorites and it's the one that I'm comfortable with. And when I'm trying to do something new and something different, this one is a good standby, and I really appreciate how valuable it's been to me. I have used this deck multiple times. Again, I like it because it is so bright and beautiful, and the artwork on it is gorgeous. So a little bit of review of the deck, at least for this one, as well as the drawing of the card for the day. I will try to make these videos probably in the realm of 10 to 15 minutes so that it's not your whole day, but it's an interesting little piece that you can check in on and garner some interesting experiences with the day, and then that way we'll see what happens. So again, my final thoughts with this one are share and be open to those who share with you, and that's with the financial aspect of things, as well as emotional, as well as time and energy, and just being there for one another. This is a really weird time that we're in right now, and I have never done a reading on video in this way, so hopefully they'll get better as I go. And again, I apologize for the glare in the background. I will work on that. But this has been really interesting, and if nothing else, it's for my own files, and we'll see what happens. All right. Happy days. Bye.